Money. It's the one thing everyone wants, whether you're a beggar or a billionaire. But money isn't just paper. It's an addiction, a language, and a force that shapes every aspect of our world, from the smallest villages to the tallest skyscrapers. It's money that drives everything. But how did it come to hold so much power? Where did it all begin? Thousands of years ago, humans relied on the barter system. One, rice. Find someone who needs it and is willing to trade sugar. Sounds simple, right? But in practice, it was full of problems. It was tough to find the right person to trade with, and even tougher to agree on fair values. Grains rotted. Animals died. So, humans came up with a solution: commodities. They used things like cattle, tobacco, liquor, and even grain as forms of trade. But this had its own flaws. It was hard to track the true value of what you had, and these items didn't last forever. Enter gold and silver. Coins became the first real universal form of currency. But even that had problems. Carrying around gold was heavy, and theft was a constant concern. So, goldsmiths and early bankers came up with a solution. They said, "Keep your gold with us, and we'll give you a receipt, a promise that your gold is safe with us." These receipts were the first forms of paper money. People trusted the receipt because they trusted the goldsmiths. But here's the twist. After a while, people stopped coming to get their gold back. Instead, they just used the receipts. And goldsmiths, realizing they could make more money this way, started printing more receipts than they had gold to back them up. And that's how the world's first scam started. Only it wasn't illegal at the time. This system grew into what we now know as modern banking. Banks operate on the same principle today. You deposit your money, and the bank lends it out to someone else, charging them interest. Simple, right? But there's more to it. Banks have a little trick up their sleeve: fractional reserve banking. Here's how it works. You deposit $1,000 in your bank. The bank has to keep 10% of that $100 in reserve, but the remaining $900, they can lend it out. The person who gets that $900 loan, they deposit it into their own bank account. Now the bank keeps 10% in reserve and loans out the rest. In total, that original $1,000 can be turned into $10,000 in virtual money. All this just by typing numbers into a computer. There's no actual cash involved, just numbers on a screen. It's all about trust. You think your money is safe in the bank, but here's the thing. The bank doesn't have all of it. If everyone tried to withdraw their money at once, the bank couldn't give it all back. Only about 10% of all the money in banks around the world is real cash. The rest, it is just numbers in a system that relies on people not all demanding their money at the same time. This is where the illusion of money comes in. People think that money and currency are the same thing, but they're not. Currency is a medium of exchange. It's only valuable because we believe it is. If tomorrow the government decided to invalidate paper money, all those bills you have sitting around would be worthless. But if you have real gold or other tangible assets, their value doesn't just disappear. Now, you might be thinking, what does all this mean for me? Simple. The world runs on trust, and right now, that trust is based on a system that's not entirely real. So, what should you do? Well, there's one thing that's always been a solid bet. Tangible, real value gold. No matter what they tell you about digital gold or gold bonds, there's nothing like the real thing. Gold has stood the test of time, especially during uncertain times, like the pandemic. So while everyone's out there stressing about taxes and digital investments, maybe it's time to think about what really holds value when things go south. You can't buy food with a digital receipt, but you can with a bit of gold. The paper money you're holding is only valuable as long as people believe in it. The gold. That will always be worth something. In the end, it's not just about currency, it's about trust. And that's the game money is playing. If you found this eye-opening, imagine what you're missing out on. Don't let the world of money and finance stay a mystery. Hit that subscribe button now and get insights that could change the way you think about wealth, banking, and how the system really works. Trust me, you'll want to stay ahead of the curve. Let's dive deep. Together, subscribe now.